It's on the way, huh? Mr. Bembe. Please take your seats. Take your seats. As you know, the Samaritan crisis has snowballed into a huge nightmare since our last meeting a week ago. I called you here as my dependable ally so that we can know how to handle this unfolding crisis.
Before we can get there, Your Worship,
yes,
it is only fair that I bring to your attention the very likelihood of my untimely death.
What?
Anytime soon.
What did you say?
You see, I logged into that app yesterday,
yes,
and found out that I'm being accused of countless cases of corruption, extortion, drug peddling, and violation of human rights. And you know very well that I am diabetic. At some point, I suspect I drifted into a coma.
Diabetic?
Yes, my blood sugar.
Your blood sugar?
Yeah, my blood sugar isn't good.
Sugar. Did you say sugar? Sugar.
Yes, Your Worship.
That is a bit dangerous.
Is it?
Yes, you may need to eat some salt every day. Don't worry, you are not alone. I also temporarily lost consciousness when I learned that my deputy, Simo and Ted, are busy mobilizing members of the chamber to pass a vote of no confidence in me. I'm afraid they will send me to prison. I now see Bonata Express prison every time that I close my eyes. It is such a damned place. Very strong and very distinct. I have been unable to eat since yesterday.
I'm being accused of many crimes. The latest accusation is the letter that I did not burn and directing our ICT officer to cut the suspect innovation. No sooner did they dispatch the letter than they found their way to the Samaritan.
Don't worry. I am also accused of so many things. Particularly what they call the municipal capture. What exactly
that is the worst form of corruption,
Worst.
of office abuse, by which your personal interest determines your direction of your public policy.
Is there any evidence for that?
I can see a wide range of purported documentary evidence posted on the app. Some of them are classified. I wonder where people are getting all this information from.
It is the porcupine.
The porcupine?
Yes, the weather-beaten porcupine. I mean, the opposition chief leader, Honorable Masneo. He has been the main actor behind the scenes. You see, when we left Sagrada Secondary last year, the porcupine went straight into the bank, used some money and paid the journalists to sit down on end on us, looking for any damaging information about us and having it uploaded in the Samaritan. He has assembled serious arsenals against us, enough to last for the next 3 months. That proves that the porcupine can do anything to acquire power, even selling his own mother.
Yes, he's doing a horrible job on us today. For example, they have all reported that I ordered the purchase of all the newspaper last week by using public funds just by following instructions, sir.
Sir, Your Worship, the Sentinel's lead story. Maracas Municipality rocked in a civil war. Hey, I tell you, part of the story claims that you wrestled with the same man.
I wrestled with the same man.
Yes, at a meeting in the boardroom.
At a meeting in the boardroom.
Yeah, and it is said that you lost a tooth.
Lost a tooth, what nonsense.
Did you also read the Caribbean Watch?
No, not yet.
It said that this hotel and our adjoining home are built on public land, Maracas University land. And I can see some lobbies moving forward to the court to get it restored back to the university.
That is a very unfortunate joke. Let's not get there.
I have heard the issue of the Maracas University land long before even the Samaritan came to town. But of course, I was not very sure.
But I think you need to counter-check. Most likely what you have is a fake title deed.
Am I getting a little hard of hearing? Yeah? What are you guys saying? What do you mean that this is university land? How? When? Where was that university all these years? Do you know that I am retiring in a few months' time? And do you know that I have put all my life savings into this hotel and home?
You know, the sad thing is that the paper claims that you are a member of the Ghetto Boys and the Shadow Gang that robs people in all over the municipality. It further claims that this hotel was built by the money that the police used to collect every day from the motorists. In fact, They are calling it a motorist superhighway hotel. It further claims that you have turned the police enforcement into a personal outfit. Their work is to wake up every morning, collect bribes, and bring some for you. They say there are pictures and video to support the allegations.
Time for empty talk is over. Time to protect what is mine. No! You cannot make me a vagabond and a pooper. Me? Oh no.
Inspector Bembe, Inspector Bembe. Calm down and stop worrying. I can arrange for the university to have an alternative land.
Can you do that, Your Worship?
Yes, of course I can.
But I must teach him a lesson.
Who sold you? Who sold you the land?
The dinosaur.
Leave the old man alone. That is how he has earned his livelihood all these years. He has ruined countless lives through his greed. Come on.
Is that so, Your Worship?
Yes.
But about the land, are you sure about
Leave
it?
that to me.
Okay.
Now, let us get down to serious business of how we are going to handle this unfolding crisis. First of all, I want you to mobilize members of your chamber to prepare for a comprehensive press statement which should be issued tomorrow morning. The statement should focus on all the allegations leveled against us. I will also like to have some press conference sometime tomorrow. Okay?
Okay, yes, sir.
Get someone to give me some talking notes. And get some notes on that cyber... what did you call them? Those
Cyberbullying.
Exactly that. Write a letter to the officer in charge of ICT. Instruct him to put a team together to mess up the Samaritan. Okay?
Yes, sir.
And also include something on our concern to justify the issues we issued on our ICT officers. Okay?
Yes,
And
sir.
also mainstream the use of the app into a municipality to enhance transparency and accountability.
Yes, sir.
Prepare for a press conference every day. We must give the impression that the municipal council is running normally.
Yes.
Must also hide the message that all the allegations leveled against us are lies manufactured by political opportunists and election losers.
Yes, sir.
But those are small house matters that we need to discuss, right? The most important and urgent problem for now is the vote of no confidence in me. The vote of no confidence in me must never see the light of the day, not even over my dead body.
You see, to be on top of things, I suggest that we find some reason for arresting them.
No, at this point, I think we need to skim carefully. As they say, discretion is a better part of valor. How about stopping the move on the court?
No, no. I find our courts undependable. You know, they value money more than they value justice. And you remember how Justice Jaden spoke the other day? I think I am better off mobilizing my own political base to deal with the vote of no confidence motion.
At the floor of the council chamber?
Yes.
Don't you think this will be running a significant risk? Don't you think Ramdan is still could easily win this over?
That is why I am saying that the best strategy is to put them behind bars. Especially Ramdai. He should die in police custody.
I think you guys are making some sense.
Yeah.
But I think we should deploy that as our last weapon.
That should be our last weapon, yeah.
How about mobilizing my Red Eagle network of young supporters to make the municipal headquarters a no-go zone for them tomorrow?
Excellent idea.
Yet we need to make it a neat exercise, and we need to make sure no meeting to deliberate on the vote of no confidence ever takes place anywhere on the face of this.
Yes, Your Worship. I will have the ghetto boys to provide backup.
Yes.
I will also assign a contingent of officers to help with the youth network.
Yes, exactly. Also, tell your undercover police officers to shoot every now and then in the air.
Yes.
I need to remind them who I am. I am His Worship, Honorable Mayor MOSSI-OA-TUNYA, the smoke. I will send the black man very early tomorrow morning.
Who is that, sir?
He heads the Red Eagle gang.
Oh.
And he is also the coordinator of my political gangs. Of course, he will need money to pay the youth. Make sure you give him enough to fund this significant exercise of great good in our municipality.
And also ensure that you buy them some white ribbons so that my men can identify them.
Also, I remind you undercover police officers to shoot every now and then in the air. They should know that I leave thunder and smoke in my way.
Consider that done, Your Worship. Yes. But about the land, are you sure about it?
Consider that done too.
Thank you.
So those are two problems solved. Your land and the vote of no confidence in me. But we still have to figure out how to deal with the Samaritan.
I think I like the idea of talking to the teacher at Sagrada Secondary.
Yes, exactly. I think that is a good idea, so that she might edit and filter some of the information coming out about us.
That will solve the whole problem, yeah?
You never know, she might oblige.
She might. You know, she struck me as a very difficult person. An enemy of progress of our municipality.
You just try. If she doesn't, I will pay her a visit. I have a way of making people switch allegiances.
I don't think you should go there.
Yes.
But why?
You might make things worse.
How are you?
You know, when I think of your ways of approaching a problem, I am reminded of what they call the law of the instrument.
And what is it about?
It means that if all you have is a hammer, you tend to think every problem as a nail.
Your worship, in times such as this,
Yes.
every instrument should be put into good use. In fact, I have been thinking, maybe we should accuse the teacher of stealing something, like let's say school furniture. Oh, no, even better, the school computer. No. I will have this guy over here,
Yes.
this lady over here, to go and steal the school generator.
The school generator.
Yes, I am sure she will.
She's a professional
And then we can pin it on the teacher and tell the judge to put her in.
We pin it on the teacher and tell the judge to put her.
Exactly.
At that point, I don't think if the judge will oblige.
I think so too.
I think
So our next move should be talking to the judge.
Yeah, I think that should be our
Yes,
priority.
if we can improve on Ramdai and his team, we will have killed two birds with one stone, and we will have responded to the people about the imprisonment of corrupt leaders. I will talk to him.
I think we should give Honorable Basdeo a dose of its own medicine. We should find some damaging stories about him.
Yes, get our media people. Tell them to dig some damaging information about him and have it uploaded in the Samaritan.
Yes.
Yeah, Your Worship, we should also find some damning information on Justice Jaden and have it uploaded in case he refuses to comply.
Yes, I think that's a good idea.
Agreed. Agreed. And without going much into details, I think we should start by implementing those few measures, and then we will meet here and review the situation thereafter. You know, we must get on top of this situation. We must put the teacher and the judge on the line. We must get an alternative land for the university.
Yeah.
We must put our best foot forward, and we must get on top of this situation. Because as you know, I am protecting the public interest. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you so
my
much.
dependable allies.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you some other time.
Okay, we'll meet for the review.
For the review.
Yeah.
Of course. Professional thief. We are depending on you, huh? Make sure
How are you? We are worried with stress. Over what? Over you. Why?
The mayor gave you an ultimatum during the closing day last year. We are afraid that the Samaritan may land you into trouble this stress.
Don't worry, my good boy and girl. All is well. Please have your seat.
Thank you.
The launch hasn't taken place yet, Miss Red. We smell trouble. Yes, the launch has been put off. The municipal council is not happy with the Samaritan. Why? You are young kids and maybe you may not understand all of these things.
Madam, why would they refuse something that is good to the people?
You see, I really like the idea of the Samaritan. Do you remember what happened in the parable of the Good Samaritan?
Yes. Robbers attacked a Jewish man. They beat him up, robbed him and left him for the dead by the roadside.
Then what happened?
A priest passed by. Even though he was a worker in the house of our maker, he still ignored the man and went on his way.
And then?
And then came a Levite. He was a religious man too. As Levite worked as assistant to the priest, he also did not stop to help the man.
Then?
Next came the Samaritan. Despite the differences in religion and the hostility between Jews and Samaritans, he still took good care of the man, nursed him, then took him to a safe place.
You see, you inspired me by naming your innovation the Samaritan. It made me realize that the people of our municipality are just like the Jewish man. Sometimes you're beaten, robbed, stripped, and left for the dead. And the people that you will expect to help us, our public leaders and officials, cannot even come to our aid. They are just like the priest and the Levite in the whole story. They only speak about pursuing public interest without being genuinely committed to it. Now, what are we to do now? It is all up to us without any claim to the office. To be a good Samaritan and to be one another's keeper. And you know what?
Tell us, Mistress.
The Samaritan is an excellent platform for each and every one of us to be there for one another. It gives each and every one of us an opportunity to speak against wrongdoings and share ideas that will make life better for all of us. Let me ask you something. If we only cared about ourselves, how will our municipality ever prosper? It will, right? So we must always take responsibility for the progress of our municipality. It is only in this way that we can ultimately improve our own individual lives.
But
now the app can't help. They won't allow it.
It doesn't matter. Something that the Samaritan will really change the course of history of our municipality.
it will not be of any help, Mistress. We all heard the mayor speak during the closing day last year, and he was sure that he meant every word that he said. Mistress, we are afraid that the Samaritan may land you into danger.
Don't worry, Montano. You see, sometimes it is just good to stand for a better cause. Whatever they do to me doesn't even matter. Sometimes it is just good to stand for a better cause that will bring a better tomorrow for all of us.
Mistress, the app has been all over the newspapers and the televisions for 2 months now. It has grown so big that it's not useful for us anymore. Could they transfer you to another school? We would like to follow you wherever you go.
You see, we must always strive to improve our own individual lives, not to just chicken out at every obstacle and threat to our lives. You are young kids, young also in very many ways of the world, but what you have done is to provide the people with a smart, convenient tool, a platform to cast a spotlight on our leaders, expose their stolen wealth, expose their corrupt ways, and create a better society for all of us.
We understand, Mistress.
You see, we all know the salaries that you pay them, and we know that it is not enough to buy the big vehicles that they drive around, the big houses that they live in, and also the fancy lifestyle that they flaunt around. So, where do they get the money from?
What do we do, Mistress?
Stand firm with the app. The app is a good thing and it must not be killed. You must not be discouraged or be afraid. You're very, very promising students. And if you work hard, you will really go very... Sorry, just a minute.
Okay.
A minute.
No problem.
Yes? Oh yes, Madam Principal. Okay. Oh, ALVITA and Montano, you'll have to excuse me. The principal wants to see me in the board.
Okay, no problem. After you, Mistress.
Okay. Excuse me, Madam Principal. Yes, Nicole is here to see you. Please show her in. Madam Nicole, please come in. This way, please. Miss Nicole, what would you like to have? Tea or coffee? I'll have nothing for now, but thank you. Okay.
My apologies if I've interfered with the time. I asked you to come over because Mayor Mossi would like to have a word with you.
What
Because
about?
he's very coming.
What about?
I believe he wants to follow up on the directive that you find a way of stopping the national launch of the Samaritan app.
But didn't you send him the communication from the Ministry of Education regarding the subject?
I did. Maybe he has not seen it. The app has sent shockwaves across the municipality. Leaders and many other people are in terrible panic. I am beginning to feel that you might have to do a very hard and long thinking about the app. I do not know how, but this matter has to come to a close with the urgency and seriousness it deserves. It is dangerous.
Don't worry, Madam Principal. This will be over soon. Once the President has launched the app, it will be out of our hands.
I am not completely sure about that. What I am certain is that our municipal leaders are convinced that you're running the show behind the scenes as regards the app, and that you're in a position of taking them out of the predicament they now find themselves in.
It is natural for them to do so. Actually, most of them do. This is not only because I am the teacher in charge of the innovation, but I'm also a mentor of the two students.
Nothing beyond that?
Nothing, Madam.
You see, Nicole, you are one of my best members of staff. It will be very unfortunate if you lied to me. Nicole, I am an old lady, old enough to be your mother, and perceptive enough to know the kind of ambition you have.
Okay, well, I did midwife the whole idea and also guided the two students. As a teacher and a mentor, I should also provide directions as regards to the intellectual property as the originators of the app. But Madam Principal, isn't that my role as a teacher and a mentor?
Nicole, you have been here long enough to know me. I take my work seriously. I am single-mindedly focused on the mission of the school, which is to provide the students under our care with quality education. I have never allowed and will never allow any teacher in this institution to deviate from this course.
I have absolutely no intention of deviating from my professional obligations as a teacher, Madam Principal.
Everything done in this school must serve the single purpose of preparing the students entrusted to us to be responsible and productive citizens. I will not stand or allow anything that will distract you or any other member of staff or the students or even myself from pursuing this mission. I believe that what you're doing is good, but it must not derail us from the greater good, which is the mission of the school. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand. But would you rather we just let go of such an ingenious innovation with such great potential of improving the governance of our municipality just to appease some self-seeking political class?
Listen to me, young lady. I am a seasoned administrator, and I know the value of learning how to pick battles. You need to know which ones to wedge, which ones to avoid, and which ones to differ. What battle can a young lady like you have with the mayor? If you dare an elephant into a wrestling match, won't it trample on you?
An elephant that kills a rat is not a hero, Madam Principal.
Which way?
This way, please. Did I hear the voice like that of the mayor?
Yes, that must be him.
Now listen to me. I will not be part of any discussions about the app. You have to handle it by yourself. And the bottom line is that the school has nothing to do with the Samaritan app. Alright?
Alright, Madam Principal.
Madam Principal.
Oh, your worship.
How are you? Did you do what I asked you to do the last time that I was here?
Yes, I did.
But I still have the National Lounge is still on.
Well, I did a letter to the ministry detailing all of your concerns and they wrote back through the principal.
Detailing my concerns? Well, you never brought that into my concern.
I sent a copy of the letter to you, sir, a month ago.
My tray is full of letters. Maybe it is still there. I have been busy. I am always busy. So what does the letter say?
The school has no more role to play with regards to the Samaritan app. Any issues you may have with the app should therefore be reported to the minister's office directly. Additionally, a joint team of the Education Ministry officials and the President's Office representatives is now responsible for any preparations regarding the national launch of the app.
Oh, that was a clever maneuver on your part, wasn't it?
You may have to excuse me, sir, but in light of the minister's clarification that the school has nothing to do with the app, I believe that your talk with Nicole is a private affair and has nothing to do with the school.
Of course. That is well spoken, Madam Principal. Of course, I did not mean to interfere with your work of running the school. Huh?
Thank you, sir.
I'm sorry, Madam Nicole, if I appeared a bit hard on you. I just want us to have an honest talk. You know, my major worry is that a malicious person or a political opponent, like Honorable Basdeo, might deliberately post false information about me on that app.
I do not think that there is any need to worry about that, Your Worship. If anyone posts anonymously or defames you, there is nothing that is stopping you from pleading your grievance in a court of law.
Most of the people who post on that app are anonymous, Nicole. So tell me, how am I going to take legal action on an anonymous person?
You see, Your Worship, the app is configured in such a way that the identities of those posting anonymously is hidden from the public but not from the administrator of the app. You can therefore obtain identities behind defamatory posts from the administrator of the app. The app is under legal obligation to provide the information upon request by a court of law.
Even then, Nicole, the Samaritan has far-reaching ramifications. I may have made some mistakes here and there. We all do. That is why I have come here to own up my mistakes and seek for your understanding and help.
Understanding and help from me?
Yes.
Me?
Yes, Madam Nicole. I mean, you can help me eliminate some of the false information they post about me on that app.
How can I even do that, Your Worship? I am not the administrator of the app. I have no access to the back end. Actually, I am nothing, absolutely nothing in the whole enterprise.
My understanding is that you're the mentor of the two kids. I believe you can always prevail upon them to do this for us.
You see, the National Information and Communication Technologies Corporation is now in charge of the app and is making decisions regarding the two students. And as we are speaking, they are in talks with some venture capitalists towards commercializing the app.
Venture capitalists?
Yes, some venture capitalists.
How about looking at this differently, Nicole?
Which way, Your Worship?
We all need money. The two kids need money. And I'm very sure you can do with some cash. Just name your figure.
I'm very disappointed! I'm very disappointed! I just cannot believe that a man in whom we have entrusted all the affairs of our municipality is offering to bribe me. Me! Your Worship, me! Well, I have never and will never be part of such scheme. So, do you want me to post the offer of the money?
No, Madam Nicole.
Should I post it? Should I post it?
Madam Nicole, that is not exactly what I meant. What I meant to say is...
Excuse me, Mayor Boss.
Yes.
Please do have a seat.
Thank you. Madam Nicole, why look for venture capitalists elsewhere? I mean, we are here. You as a mentor and I as an investor. I mean, we can always find a way of commercializing the app. I can inject the necessary seed capital and you can bring in the necessary technical expertise.
Your Worship, I have no proprietary claims that will entitle me to make any decisions regarding the app. As I told you, I am not the administrator of the app. It is the intellectual property of the two students.
Nicole, you need to look at this matter with a little bit of depth. And in truth, you realize that I'm being crucified for the mistakes of the people, and that is unfair.
Well, I have been reading the post on the Samaritan, and they're all about some public leaders, private individuals, and also some officials. You have not been singled out in any way.
Far from the truth. Take the issue of development, for example. In the Samaritan, I am being accused of inflating the cost of projects and presiding over municipal shoddy work. Am I responsible?
Maybe it's because you're the overall leader. The buck stops with you, as they say.
Oh yes, it is easy to think so because I am the overall custodial leader of the public good in our municipality. But take any project, such as the construction and maintenance of our secondary roads in our town. Are there any roads constructed? Well, I will tell you what happens. Only a few kilometers of the road are dug up and then leveled. And then the constructor pours old black oil and claims that the roads are tarmacked. But if you look at our secondary roads today, they look like an abandoned battlefield where bombs were detonated. Even tractors can get stuck there. Yet our municipal council pays top dollars for these roads each year. Am I responsible?
Tell me, Your Worship.
It is my deputy. That irredeemable gossip and broker, as you know, he doubles up as a municipal secretary for the Department of Physical Infrastructure. He uses this position to make sure that only his companies and those of his friends win the tenders for the construction of roads. The same happens to the construction of bridges, pavements, water drain, water course. They don't do any meaningful work. They simply misappropriate the funds.
So what does that even have to do with the people?
Nicole, doesn't it bother you that the people overwhelmingly voted for him, knowing very well there is nothing in his life he has ever accomplished other than pseudo
Oh, so did they know?
Of course they did. There is hardly anyone who he has not conned in this town. You will always find him leaning in street walls in the back of our streets, gazing vacantly in empty spaces like an evil spirit, waiting for fake title deeds to be printed. He prints 10 fake title deeds for one plot and then sells the same plot to 10 different people. Yet people went ahead and voted for him. What is your problem? Why do people glorify evil and mediocrity and then turns and whines when he starts working? And you know what?
Tell me, Your Worship.
If you look at him closely, he resembles a sloth. Have you ever seen a sloth? That God-forsaken creature that gives you nausea when you see it. That is exactly who he is. Slow, ugly, dim-witted, and outright useless.
He must be a disgrace.
They all are. Take the so-called Honorable Ted King. I prefer calling him the Bat. Recently, he ate a whole hospital.
Ate a whole hospital. How?
The municipal council invited bids for the construction of health centers. As the line secretary, he conspired with his friends and stole all the money that we had budgeted for the health centers. There is nothing that he has done with this money. He just built small offices that look like house sheds, and that was it.
But it is popularly known that he's your very, very close political ally.
I wish you could listen to me, Nicole. You see, he, the Bat, as I said, I prefer calling him the Bat. He's a scandal. Certainly, the worst scandal of them all in our municipality. He was once a DJ who spent the better part of his life in dirty, dingy nightclubs, sketched in small pigsties like a swine he is. Do you know the evil type of men who prefer to operate in darkness? He's one of them. That is why I call him the Bat. A sinister creature that is blind and can't see and sleeps upside down. Is there a weirder creature than that? A weirder creature that is blind and still prefer to operate in darkness. This man is absolutely under OPA. As a DJ, he was for a long time responsible for noise pollution over companies that we never ceased complaining. He earned his livelihood by pirating other people's music and making noise for everybody. Do you know what happened after being a pirate and a nuisance to the public?
I am very much eager to know.
The people overwhelmingly voted for him. The youths here and all were excited about his evil hairstyle, the ripped jeans that he wears, the necklaces, the bangles, and all those satanic adornments. Those were sufficient qualifications for the people to put him into the municipal chambers. And you know what?
Yes?
The man is illiterate. He makes no sense when he stands into the municipal chambers. I think he must have quit school after kindergarten. Yes, he makes no sense. And the man, he smells. He makes the whole chamber smell like a brewery or a nightclub. I think even he sleeps in a drum full of illicit liquor. I regret giving him money for campaign. He is now sickly and I hope he dies soon.
But you just cannot wish death on another person you worship. Why can't you just call them to order and rebuke them when they do wrong?
Me? Talk. Talk to who? The Bat. That God-forsaken windbag. That scatterbrain. I can never talk to such an evil man. I cannot touch him either. Not even with a 10-foot pole. He might infect me with a strange disease. And then that's more. Another pitiful human being. He's the one behind the protracted delays of issues building in our municipality. He's a self-seeking secretary for the Department of Physical Development and Planning. He has done nothing. He has done nothing. He just steals the money. That's the way he wants. He's a self-seeking secretary. You know, I shudder to think what will happen to those people living under those big buildings if a big earthquake.
But your worship, why can't you just have him prosecuted? We all know that we are in the most seismically active area in the whole Caribbean. Aren't you sitting on a time bomb?
Shh, shh, shh. Can you even dare speak of him? Haven't you heard how dangerous he is? I'm very sure you have heard several cases of people disappearing mysteriously in our town. That is the work of Simo. Yes. And he's also the one behind the Black Swan gang. The gang is responsible for all the shootings that you read in our daily newspapers. Yes, he's also behind our municipality reputation as the key location for narcotic trafficking. He has ruined countless lives. If you know of a child that is dying because of drugs, or a child that is roaming aimlessly in our town, or anything that you can think because of drugs, that is the work of Simo. And you know what?
Yes?
Of course, he spent a lot of drug money and intimidates people with his law degree. But in reality, he has never attended a law school. He just went downtown and printed fake certificates. He knows as much law as does a he-goat. No wonder he has a goatee like a he-goat he is.
But your worship, I just keep wondering, why can't you as mayor have all of these people prosecuted if you have always have all of these people charged in court if you've always had this information?
Prosecuted.
Haven't you abdicated your duty by not having all of these people prosecuted?
Where? Prosecute them to our courts before our judges. Nicole, don't you know our judges themselves are part of this syndicate? There is nothing I can do or say as mayor. Do you know what is happening right now, for example?
I have no idea.
The councillors and eldermen are being mobilized against me. They want me to pass a budget relocation to cater for their self-interest, the cases that may arise through the Samaritan. If I don't do that, they will pass a vote of no confidence in me. And then thereafter, they will relocate the money and cater for their self-interest.
So you mean to say that the whole of what you call our municipal council is just but a criminal enterprise?
One could easily say so, but of course, as I said, we all do make mistakes, right, gentlemen? Yes. No. Yes. But some are just natural and executable. For example, a loaf of bread of the people comes through me. I am part of the people, so I take a slice, or even two, or even three, and then give the rest to the people. What about these other criminals? Take my deputy Ramdaye, for example. His department is full of his family, his wife, his daughters, his sons, his in-laws, his outlaws, and I think even his great-grandfather.
So
You might think Ramdaye's department is the official residence for Ramdaye's family.
So your worship, to whom are all these people answerable to?
Then Justice Ian Jaden, who can put him on the line? Granted that his wife ran away, but he has countless mistresses working under his department. Justice Jaden hawks justice like cabbages. Yes, you must see him looking good and just, wearing his three-piece suit. They are dig inside. You will see Justice Jaden in his true colors. He looks like a fresh grave. Dig inside, you will see. And that is how they all are in their law firms. Is it any wonder that the Son of Man cast them?
Oh my good Lord.
And then that's more. You know, his family might not be doing business with the municipal council, but it is because they are all in drugs. His eldest son has taken permanent refuge in the rehabilitation center. The other one is in the casino. His wife is perpetually drunk and she's a garbage. And then Simo himself, hiding under those black shades of his, pulling his goatee, scaring everything and everyone, including his own shadow. That man can even drive the devil himself out of hell.
But your worship, why can't you just have all of these people charged in court? You see, by charging them, by having them prosecuted, this will at least shift most of the blame from yourself.
Why don't you, what can't you understand? It cannot help, Madam Nicole. These people are naturally evil. And can you blame people for who they are? These people are beyond redemption.
What do you mean?
The problem is with the people.
Which people?
The Samaritan should focus with the people if he intends to change anything.
But it does focus on the people, or doesn't it?
Then why are they whining? Why are you whining? Huh? Why are you whining? If you elect a howling monkey as a librarian, why should you start complaining when it wants to make noise and you want to read? Why? Can you blame a monkey for eating bananas? Can you?
I do not think people are whining now. They're just demanding that things be done right and justice be served. They never voted for anyone to go and steal, right? Yeah. They never voted for anyone to go and steal.
But now you understand my situation, Madam Nicole, right?
I understand perfectly.
So tell me, how are you going to help me survive the onslaught in the Samaritan?
Your worship,
yes.
From our talk, it is very clear that the whole of what we call our municipal council has really failed.
Of course, they have failed me big time.
But your worship, don't you think that the Samaritan is a blessing? I mean, as a people's platform through which they can have the corrupt leaders removed from office and also have them prosecuted.
Should I take that to mean that this thing we are talking about is a political weapon formed to destroy me? Are they by any chance using you to destroy my political career?
I do not play politics, your worship.
What have you just said? That is plain politics. And now it is very clear to me that all the people that cause problems in our society, that is the work of teaching profession.
Teaching profession, how?
You can never teach the right things. Telling the students that the policeman could be replaced by robots or what were they, softwares? What attitude do you want the children to have towards the police officers? Do you think they will ever respect them?
We're just trying to mold the character of our students here at Sagrada Secondary School. And we're just trying to seek creative innovators and thinkers. And we'll not only create a software that will replace police officers, but we'll also create a very nice software that will also replace the politicians.
I now understand why you insist on an innovation that cannot solve any problem. It is all political. And you want us to believe that the two kids are capable of building something as strong as the Samaritan?
Of course they are. They were introduced to coding at a very, very tender age.
That is a cock and bull story. I am now giving you orders as the mayor of Maracas Municipality. And as MOSSI-OA-TUNYA, the smoke that thunders. From now on, I want you to delete all the allegations that casts me in the light in the Samaritan. That app is ruining my reputation and undermining the whole of Maracas Municipal Council. That is my card. My number is there. Call me and let me know that you have started deleting all that negative information about me immediately. Do you understand? Do you understand? Do you understand? And if you don't do that, Nicole, you will know why I am called Mayor MOSSI-OA-TUNYA, the smoke that thunders. I stop at nothing, Nicole, and I leave thunder and smoke in my wake. Do you understand? You don't have to be afraid, Nicole. Just do your job and I promise you we will be good friends, huh? What were you saying, you? What?
One term.
One term?
Yes.
Who is one term?
You.
You will know I am Mayor MOSSI-OA-TUNYA, the smoke.
Shalini?
Yes.
That was a serious mayhem. It never occurred to us that Mayor MOSSI is not a meeting. The message is very clear.
Yes.
We not allow any meeting to discuss his outfit.
It was certainly. The hooligans were very brutal. I fished out my gun, refused to run away, and dared them to catch me.
One of them aimed a rock at my head. I never thought anybody could carry such a huge stone. It flew past my head like a rocket-propelled grenade. It missed my head by the thickness of a pig's bristles.
I was shocked you could run as you did at your age. You whistled past me like an express train. I never thought you'd come to a stop.
But you see, I doubt there were more than just hooligans, right?
Yes, the organization and speed suggests more than meets an eye. It was like a military operation.
Oh yes, and there was smoke all over. Burning papers, mattresses, sacks, combined with tear gas smoke. Sadly, we never anticipated any of this. It seems that Mayor MOSSI is such a good organizer, right?
He's called Mayor MOSSI-OA-TUNYA. You know, he's a good master schemer and a go-getter.
Gentlemen, it is very clear we are at war. We need to follow our plan to the last detail.